have a question.
Just look at me.
Stop shaving your nether region.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we have a great show planned for you. Today's episode has a little bit of everything. We have some, of course, unhinged rants, some bizarre justifications. Apparently, there are some Vegas biolabs. Okay, that's a little scary. We have some satanic conspiracies to cover, and somehow goats are bullying chickens. Yes, that's right, my friends. We'll get into that and a lot more. It's Friday. We're keeping it light. And of course, we're going to be ending with the traditional Dave's Detox because we're keeping it real. Okay, my friends, let's jump into that liberal madness right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So apparently Trump can't physically play golf anymore.
I haven't heard that. You're vile, lady. Yeah, don't choke on your venom. That would be horrible.
Oh, be still my heart.
Oh, jeez.
If you're angry about the Epstein files, now's a really great time to stop shaving your nether region as a sign of societal attractiveness.
What the hell did you just say?
Instead, you can just say, hey, sorry, I don't do that. I have no desire to look like a child. It's a really great litmus test, actually, because based on someone's reaction when you tell them that's why you don't shave, you can tell whether they're either, thinking about that for the first time, like you might be right now.
That's not exactly what I'm thinking. But let's go on.
Or if they're upset you won't shave.
Transphobes are so funny because, actually, just look at me.
Ha! Gay!
Just take a second and look at me. Look at the 115-pound man.
115 pounds? Yeah, that's definitely barely a man, but let's
Standing in
go
front
on.
of you right now.
Yeah.
The man with zero body hair and the
and zero muscle mass, apparently.
temperament of a rabid chihuahua. Look at every other man in my family and then
Okay.
look at me and just seriously try to convince me
What the lotion in the basket?
that I was not being obliterated with estrogen while I was in the womb. I'm sorry that I was born with an extra sidearm on me, but I think I'm 90% of the way complete. You know, just a couple HRT pills and some cherry whipped cream on top and it'll finish it up perfectly.
Straight people, I have a question.
Okay.
When did you realize that you weren't gay?
When I came out my mama and that doctor slapped me on the ass, I turned around and slapped him back, said, dude, don't you be touching my ass. You get that nurse over there, she can slap my ass, but you don't do that. No, I'll box you, dude. That's when I knew I wasn't gay. That was the moment I realized I wasn't gay, when that doctor slapped me on the ass after I got born. I was like, nope, ain't no dude playing with my ass. Hell no.
White people, I need to talk to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, this message is for the whites and the whites only. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Before the Super Bowl
Yeah.
comes this weekend,
Okay.
I want you to think about something really quick and remember what I'm telling you. Okay.
Okay. Sounds serious.
You have to remember that not everything is about you. Okay.
I wasn't thinking that, but
Specifically in reference to the Super Bowl halftime performance.
okay. What about it?
Not everything is in your white American little bubble.
Green Day is not in a white American bubble? Yeah, okay.
Not everything is for you. Not everything is about you.
Yeah.
Not everything is going to be in a language that you understand.
Yeah, because Green Day is about as white as any of the bands out there. So I'm not getting where you're going with this. I mean, I guess you're trying to say that all white people are horrible, but besides that.
enjoy the game, eat your buffalo chicken dip, serve the
Buffalo chicken dip? That sounds disgusting. I mean, I would do some buffalo wings. That sounds great with maybe a little ranch. That sounds delicious, but buffalo chicken dip? I don't know. I'll pass.
the Tostitos out of a puke popcorn bowl, and
Why do they think white people puke in big bowls that you would maybe put popcorn in? This is the second time I've heard somebody reference that. Look, if I'm going to be throwing up, it is not going to be in a circular domed bowl where as soon as that projectile vomit rushes out of my mouth, it's going to hit the bottom of that bowl and splash back onto me? No, I don't know anybody that does that. I've never seen anybody do that. You run for the sink, you run for the trash can, or you run for the toilet. Those are the ways you facilitate when you throw up. I mean, at least that's how I roll. Maybe I'm totally weird. Let me know, but I don't know. I don't know. Why would you throw up in a bowl? Okay, let's just get on with it.
shut the fuck up. Okay?
Okay, I really do. All right, here's a little bit of a sneak peek of the halftime show. She's not the main performer, but I think she's going to be able to get the crowd going, wrapped up for Green Day, and I don't know who, a Bad Bunny or, jeez. Okay, well, here she is. I'm sorry I've got to do this, but we're going to get through it together.
Not a part of a MAGA agenda. Everybody to the propaganda. Sing along in the age of paranoia.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show, please support the channel by buying a hot chocolate because the Lib Zone runs on it. All right, my friends, it is February, and of course, it's Black History Month, and so we're going to do just one clip here next to show the power of a black man when it comes to influencing a white man. Let's check it out.
I don't know if black people understand the power that they have to improve a white dude's mood. Like, I do stand-up comedy, and last night I told a joke, and afterwards I heard a black guy go, "Yo, that white boy crazy." I'm going to think about that for the rest of my life.
A lot of the younger generation seems to be buying into this socialistic / communistic ideology. And that has me a little bit worried. But when I see this next guy, well, I think America is going to be doing okay in the future because these people are absolute idiots. Let's check it out.
What do you say to those folks who say, well, if you tax millionaires, they're going to leave the city, and the top 1% pays 40% of the taxes in the city, so what happens if they leave? What's your response?
Well, that's what I would say. It's like we should take their business, and we run it like for the city ourselves.
So if they take their business to Florida, you feel like you can keep it here?
I mean, they can't leave the building. They can't just bring their whole entire workforce to Florida, right? They can't bring all of the resources that they have to build the business here to Florida.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, keep going, my friend.
Right? That's a whole thing. And that's where we would even say, if we're building a real movement, right, to stop that, we'd also make it illegal for them to actually leave, right? We would find.
What kind of authoritarian BS is that?
Find them to hell if they're going to try to abandon their property here, right? Because clearly people do need to work, right? People do need to
Yes, we do need their money to fund our free stuff. Yes, that's totally what we need.
Make a living. So.
I do my business is none of your business.
Where I do my business is none of your business.
Where I do my business is none of your business.
Why we do our business is none of your business.
I don't care.
Where we do our business is none of your business.
I really don't care.
My business is none of your business.
Our biological sex does not decide what toilets we use, our brain does. Let adults decide what toilets to go in.
No.
Where we do our business is none of your business!
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
President Trump, we support you. We support ICE. Our country was made for Americans, not for Somalis.
Yes. True. Prosecute ICE. So I believe this is the Minneapolis Capitol.
Pro-life, baby! America first, America only! We'll see you here, February 7th, Saturday, 12 noon, outside the Minnesota State Capitol.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the energy, except my really my only question is, one, why is there a huge ice sculpture saying prosecute ICE in front of the Capitol? Like, why is that there? Who paid for that? I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but I love the energy. Let's keep it going. So I heard about this just yesterday, and I was like, what in the world is going on? We have biolabs that are just popping up in warehouses and random houses in Vegas and in other places. I believe the one in Vegas is tied to a Chinese nationalist. Like, what is going on? Biolabs are pretty terrifying because yet who knows what they're trying to create in those labs and obviously unleash on the population. Wow, this is scary stuff, but here's a good take on what is going on in Vegas. Let's see.
You know, I used to like to come to this city and just leave broke. Because I'm sorry, what? Suspected biolab here in Vegas with alleged Chinese ties. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. The more I live in this city, the more I want to leave. We got SWAT pulling up refrigerators full of mystery juice, vials like it's Breaking Bad, Wuhan edition, the centrifuge chilling next to the damn lawn tools, and they're just like, no threat to the public. A word, officer? No, because that sentence alone didn't just raise my blood pressure. To DEFCON 0, a locked garage, 1,000 pieces of potential biological and hazardous materials. Unknown liquids, gallon-sized containers.
Yeah.
That is a supervillain starter kit. Welcome to Vegas. We got slot machines, $3 margaritas, and biolabs. I swear this city stays finding ways to be unhinged. What the is next? Drive-through anthrax? 2-for-1 Ebola shots with a player's card? But hey, don't worry. They said there's no threat.
That's all good.
So there is. That's usually how it works. Nothing screams safe like unknown liquids in bulk quantities.
Yeah.
I can't make this shit up. I hate it here.
So I've gotten word that my son can no longer go to school because people were threatening to press him in jail. But because of my post, because I was concerned for my child's safety, was not informed that he was attending a protest that ended deadly. These things have been ending deadly, and they brought my child there, 14-year-old child. So now he's going to get the backlash from it, so I cannot put him in school. I'm going to have to homeschool him. Now I got to get a computer. So that's where I'm at now. But yeah, I've been looking for a lawyer. Some people have reached out to me. This is an update. I will keep you informed. But I haven't found a pro bono lawyer. That's why I do have the gifts and go in my profile. If anybody wants to help.
To whoever told my apartment building, lease violation, that I was charging.
What's going on with those nails? Okay, sorry.
My car in the garage. Whoever told him that I was doing this, you and your mom.
Wow.
Because why would you do this? I wasn't hurting nobody. Now I get charged.
You're stealing. I mean, you don't understand that?
Almost choke. Now I can't charge my car. This is so sick. Y'all got a lease violation for charging my car. I wasn't hurting nobody.
Bought a $60,000 virtue signal on wheels, but can't afford her own electricity? Peak 2025 energy. Yeah, I totally agree with that. That kind of seems weird. Use your $200 nail money, leech. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Those nails were a little bit out of control, at least for my liking. It's quite literally theft of services. Yeah, I really don't understand. I mean, she has to understand that, right? I mean, she can't be that stupid, but I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she is. Almost got away with it too. If it wasn't for you and those meddling kids. Oh boy, I love Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh. Well, yesterday I fell into a rather dark rabbit hole of conspiracies and Pizzagate and satanic rituals, and I was like, wow, get me out of here. But I just wanted to share a couple of things with you because it's interesting. So let's take a look.
This video is freaking people out. In 2017, during the Oscars, everyone couldn't stop talking about Nicole Kidman's hands. Do they look natural to you? And why are we seeing these strange hands on so many women in Hollywood?
Yeah, okay, that is freaky. Those hands are freaky. Look how long they are.
What's the secret they don't want you to know?
Okay, and then we're just gonna like touch base real quickly on the whole Pizzagate thing, because it seems to be reviving ever since the latest dump of Epstein files, especially because there are a lot of mentions of pizza and pizza related foods that don't really make sense in the context that they're being said. So anyways, here's Hillary Clinton, and she's talking about having pizza delivered to the White House. And you just gotta wonder, is she talking about real pizza, or is she talking about little kids being delivered for them to, you know, have fun with? You get my meaning? Okay, let's check it out.
So they were always trying to call for pizzas, and you can't order a pizza to the White House. I'll just tell you that right now.
We did. Sometimes there were exceptions.
Yeah, sometimes you could go out maybe, and one of the kids could go out maybe and meet the
and pick it up.
Yeah,
Get
the
it through
pizza
the
driver.
fence.
Yeah, but the first time you would have thought that war had been declared. There's a pizza truck outside that says a pizza was ordered. What do we do with it? We had lots of challenges like that.
Okay, and so I just want to cover a few highlighted instances, I guess, that were pulled from the latest Epstein file dump. And it's just kind of weird. I don't know if Pizzagate is true or not, and I'm not saying it is. I'm just providing a little bit of context of the weirdness of this. So let's check that out, and I don't know, just see what's going on. Well, here are some of the highlighted references from the Epstein dump that just happened. Apparently, there's over 900, or around 900, references to pizza. It's over 1,000, I believe, references to cheese and other food. It's just really weird, okay? I don't know if Pizzagate is real, but yeah, definitely hear a lot of things that go on with the elites of the country and some of the weird things they do. But let's just check it out, and I don't know, let's see what's going on. So we have emails from or thanking Epstein involving Roy and Stephanie Hodges, thanking him for providing pizza to the crew. Let's see, other scattered context like head count for pizza, who wants pizza in Austin, or pairing with grape soda, cookies, or Chinese cookie. Often in group chats, incoming mails, and logistical notes from associates and staff. Let's see. We've got 859 mentions of pizza, 1,138 mentions of cheese, many of which appear odd, suspicious in context, or suspicious. It's usually paired with grape soda or cookies. Let's see. Speculation, coded language tied to Pizzagate theories, such as cheese pizza for child porn. Additional suspicious food references included grape soda, cookies, Chinese cookies, and lasagna. I don't know, maybe that's an Italian kid or something. I don't know. Katie Couric's rockin' lasagna email. But no exact counts for those beyond examples. Total for pizza and cheese is 1,997. That's a lot of cheese mentions. And including other odd foods, the approximate total suspicious references is 2,000 plus. That's kind of crazy. Though most are mundane, like grocery lists or literal food orders, and a lack verified criminal context. Estimated total by authorship. Okay, so it doesn't look like Epstein actually made any of these. But it says they were made by someone other than Epstein. Nearly all pizza and cheese and other odd pairing related from associate staff. And okay. So we just got a lot of weird stuff. I mean, there's that video that popped up when Ellen was at an award show, and she was getting money from everybody to order pizza. And then later on, they actually delivered the pizza. And some people are saying, "Oh, you gotta watch to see who actually took the pizza." So I don't know. There's a lot of gross, weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood for sure. A lot of accusations from child actors that pedophilia is definitely a thing and it happens a lot. So I don't know. It's all gross. But this next lady, she says that the Epstein files coming out and exposing all this darkness is actually proof that there is light. And she says, concerning her faith, she's locking it in, and we need to do the same. Let's check it out.
I don't know about y'all, but the Epstein files literally make me so freaking excited for the future, and let me tell you why. So in the Epstein files, it's pretty freaking bad. Like, they're actually proving that the world is ran by a bunch of Satan, ritualistic, Satanist people, okay, like demonic gods. That is what they were doing. They were literally worshiping Satanistic, or whatever you call it, ritualistic people, okay? Which is proof that Jesus Christ is real. Which is, if there is proof of the highest powers worshiping demonic people and doing rituals that are towards Satan and towards hell, the opposite then has to be true.
Yeah,
Christ
true.
is king.
Yeah.
Jesus is real. God wins in the end. If there was ever a better time to lock in on your faith, this is it. In my words, let's freaking go.
The Democrats definitely do not like the SAVE Act because it's going to require people to prove that they are citizens of the United States and have an ID to vote. And that, of course, goes against all of their scheming to get power by having illegal people vote when they shouldn't. And so, you know, they're going back to the classic playbook of it's Jim Crow 2.0. Yay. Let's check out the hyperbole spewing out of these people's mouths.
SAVE Act is an abomination. It's Jim Crow 2.0 across the country. We are going to do everything we can to stop it.
The SAVE Act in and of itself is a terrible piece of legislation, but probably doesn't give the president the power he wants to come in and take over an election. But I do think the president is going to put the screws to John Thune and his allies in the Senate, because his options to steal the election are going to continue to narrow.
While the Democrats are screaming that it's racist and an abomination to require an ID to vote, up next is an example of the hypocrisy of these people on the left when a disabled vet is trying to get into a public school board meeting and is denied. And why is she denied? Well, it's because she doesn't have an ID. Wow, imagine that. Check it out.
Okay, how are you? Open up.
Juliana with two N's, correct? Her name?
I spelled it for you. Yes. We haven't had you ever having visited before, so unless you have an ID, we can't let you pass.
You're denying access to the disabled veteran that served her country?
Anybody
Seriously?
anyone
She
who
gave you
comes
name
in-
and date of birth. Run it through the system.
Anyone who comes in.
Jackass.
required-
There's a cop right there. Run it through NCIC, clear for warrants and background, and let the disabled veteran go to an open public meeting. She gave you her name and date of birth.
What do you need, a driver's license number? A driver's license.
Oh, yeah.
You told me previously if someone didn't have an ID, you could run their information through the system
If
and
they have
still
been-
give them
if
access.
they have been here.
That shouldn't be a criteria for people who don't have an ID. A whole group of citizens are disenfranchised that don't happen to have their ID on the day they go for the first time to an open public meeting at FCPS. She gave you name and date of birth. Run it through NCIC. There's a cop right there. You're so concerned about warrants. Check it.
Oops, you're good, extra. 301. Sir, you know the board's procedure.
No, I don't, because you told me previously that if you gave name and date of birth, you'd be able to search through the system.
In the system and
You didn't give that caveat the last time, sir. You're changing. You're backtracking.
I'm not backtracking.
So you're denying access to a disabled veteran who served her country because of what? She gave you name and date of birth.
Sir, you know the procedures.
No, I don't know the procedures because you change them every time I come here. You keep making shit up.
It's the same.
No, you said that someone that shows up without an ID can still get in because they can be run through the system. And now you're saying they need to have an ID at least once. You didn't say that before. See, in the old days, we used to tar and feather like you. I long for the days of old. Just tell them you're there to vote.
No ID needed. Well, that pretty much solves the issue. A disabled veteran who served this country gets turned away for no photo ID, yet illegals get free everything without showing anything. This is what America last looks like. Disgraceful. Yeah. Thank you, Biden. I bet they think voter ID requirements are racist. Well, they probably do. But he can vote without an ID for new board members. So he needed an ID to show up to a school board meeting, but not to vote? Help me make sense of that. Well, my friends, Kamala Harris is desperately trying to become relevant again because I'm pretty sure she's going to be taking a run for the 2028 presidential election. It's going to be very interesting, but she is relaunching the much anticipated X account. Let's check it out.
Madam Vice President, what's going on with Kamala HQ?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have good news. So Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great courageous leaders, be they elected leaders, community leaders, civic leaders, faith leaders, young leaders. I'm really excited about it. So stay engaged and I'll see you out there.
Well, here's a sneak peek of her account. Let's check it out. It looks like, it looks like the Kamala Brat Pack is busy trolling and, throwing out that disinformation and propaganda. They're hard at work.
All of the others, including the fear of snakes, are learned later.
And you know what else is learned? How to hate. And unfortunately, that's what the left does best.
A worker right here just racially profiled me and needs to apologize. It's very simple. You can just say, I'm sorry, I looked at you and thought you wasn't a customer based on how you look, and I apologize. That's all you got to say. It's that simple. I'm buying something right now, ma'am. Okay, no. Yeah. Let me get a chai latte, but before I purchase it, I want an apology from your server who just racially profiled me. Yes, they do. Yes, they did racially profile me. Yes, they did. Ma'am, that is... Okay, what did they say? Were you there? What did they say? They said they have to... That's not what they said. You just lied. That is not what they said. That's not what they said.
How did they racist profile him? I don't get it. Grown man recording some teenage girl working at Starbucks begging for an apology. Yeah, I'm with you. He's a graduate of Minnesota daycare. Yeah, he's definitely learned a lot in life. If you have any leftist friends right now, you might want to get them out of the room because they are definitely going to be triggered by what this man has to say. Let's check it out.
I've been in ICE custody 2 times. One for 2 weeks and another for 7 months. And I can tell you now, this whole protest, ICE is probably the dumbest thing people could be doing right now. I mean, ridiculously stupendous. Number one, majority of immigrants that get picked up by ICE will have their day in court, and depending on their status and their history, they will also have the opportunity to bond out. If ICE wants you, they're gonna get you. Why, as an immigrant, am I not worried about ICE? Well, because I already have court. I've already bonded out the system. As long as I don't violate my bond conditions, I don't have any problems to worry about. If you really want to help people that's getting rounded up by ICE, it won't be done by you protesting. It'll be done by your pockets. Because do you know how many people is in ICE custody right now that do have a bond, but they can't bond out because you need to pay the full thing?
Yeah, it's called no cash bail, but it's the opposite of no cash bail. It's because if you don't have the cash, you're not getting out. And that's the way I think it should be. Am I wrong?
They don't do 10%. Do you know how many people have to try to find pro bono lawyers because they can't afford lawyers? In my time in ICE, I've met plenty of people that attempted to avoid ICE. And yes, for a little while, they were successful, but ultimately, they gon' get you. This may sound like a conspiracy theory, but I honestly believe that politicians are playing these protesters like fiddles to incite violence and insurrection so that they can have a better opportunity at the polls. Because if there wasn't so many people impeding investigations and getting in front of ICE and fighting them and all that other stuff, all of this violence and that lady passing away in Minnesota would not have happened.
Well, I'm not a train guy. I never had one when I was a kid, but up next is the second video I've come across in as many days with a train that is plowing snow outside. Apparently people have tracks, train tracks, and a big trains running in their lawn. I've never seen this before, but I guess it's a thing. Let's check it out. I mean, it's kind of satisfying. This next clip claims that this footage we're about to see was captured when a burglar was inside a house and the dog could care less, and it was actually playing with the burglar. But I don't know. I mean, our dog, Blake, he was very friendly and he loved people. But I doubt if a stranger was in our house, I don't think he'd be so friendly. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's take a look. Let me know what you think.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I'm scared. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Ah! 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 No! I'm not doing nothing! No! Ah! Ah! Leave me alone! Ah!
When I saw this clip the first time, I initially thought that maybe she fainted when she saw the wreck on the side of the road. But seeing the comments, I think maybe it's just that she was like looking at what was going on and didn't pay attention and lost her balance. Because it's kind of funny, but not. Let's check it out. That's not a bike injury. This is a bike injury. Okay, I can't do an Australian accent, but that's a Crocodile Dundee reference for anybody that wants to know. There's some seriously bad hoodoo going on at that spot. It's just pulling people in. That's funny. One accident to cause them all. Yes. Lord of the Rings, just in case you don't know the reference. Well, it's been a while since we've had Edgar the Puppet, but he is out and about doing interviews. So let's see what he's stirring up this time.
Can we at least get you in a hijab today? So the visual effrontery of your hair, which is like women's freedom and passion, that's haram, baby. That's got to go.
I'm ready to go, no matter.
You are? I don't even need to sell you on the benefits of a burqa, do I?
I don't think so.
If you're all wearing a burqa, you will never be in competition with other women. Everyone will look the same. Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah.
And here's another example of that beautiful liberal woman logic. Let's take a look.
Being pro-women's rights, who do you think is more for women's rights? The Trump administration or the Iranian regime?
I'm against Trump, so I guess I'll go Iranian regime, if it's between the two.
As a woman, who do you think is more pro-women's rights? The Trump administration or the Iranian regime?
I don't know what that is.
Iran is in the Middle East.
That's well, probably not the Trump.
Bruh.
I mean, I can definitely say for sure it's not the Trump administration.
What rights do women have in Iran that they don't have here? What rights do we not have here as women?
Well,
I'm sorry, I don't want to be in this anymore. Okay, if I had to pick, probably Iranian militarization. Like, Trump is just evil in so many ways, yeah.
Okay, so do you think the Iranian regime is more pro women's rights?
Yeah.
Women.
I have hope eventually that we could have a system in America more like Venezuela.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I fight for as a member of the Freedom Road Socialist Organization.
What are the most positive things Maduro has done?
A really big thing that we learned about while we were there is how much he has been instrumental in uplifting the women's struggle in Venezuela.
Would you say he's very a feminist?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's some of the reason why people in this country are so afraid of communism, because they don't want to see women in charge.
Exactly. They don't want.
Well, my friends, I'm no plumber, but I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be the end result of installing a new water heater. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. Maybe this is a legitimate method, but I've never seen that, and it just looks really wrong. And speaking of not doing things right, this next clip shows a lady that is trying to fix a car doing restoration, I think. But, you know, I don't do body work, but I'm pretty sure you don't involve chicken wire. Let's check it out.
Okay, this is how it's looking. I stuffed a bunch of chicken wire in there to hopefully like hold up the next layer.
What?
I already put one coat of paint too. I'm going all out of order, but I'm working, as fast as I can. This is already day 2. I'm putting chicken wire in all the holes. So there's one right there. I'm gonna do this one next, and then when I come over here, I don't really know. It's not looking so good.
This cannot
that
be.
One, yeah,
this cannot be a thing.
And this was the DAP I used for like the smaller holes. It says waterproof.
Now let's contrast that with a kid that is actually learning a skill and how to do it properly, and it's something he's going to be able to use the rest of his life and maybe even make it a career. Let's check out this kid. He's man, I wish I had this kind of knowledge when I was his age. Let's check it out.
Огонь.
Nice shot. That's very cool. Wow. That was a big avalanche. The car alarm goes off. This is actually very important to do. They do it in Utah. I'm not quite sure if they use actual cannons, like artillery cannons, but they do something very similar because you need to it's better to get the avalanche going, like, you don't want somebody up there skiing and trigger an avalanche. So it's actually a safety thing. Wow, it's so cool. That's crazy.
Nope.
Speaking of crazy. Yeah, I mean, if the person stands perfectly still at this method, I think it's in China, I think it would work. But let's see this enacted in Minnesota. I don't think it's going to go quite as easy to grab people. Okay, this next clip kind of, well, blew my mind, might be a little bit hyperbolic, but it was pretty fascinating. I told my wife about it and she was just like, whatever. I was like, this is totally cool. So let's check it out.
This is why you need this. Put the bread in, stick it through, fit, and then whenever we need the bread, you see the bread got squished. It was sitting in the basket, and now it will not go back down. There you go.
I want one.
Open it, release all the bread
Keeps
that you
the bread
need,
fresh.
Then grab the lid and push it back down.
Genius.
Lock it, ready to go. It's fresh. It's not gonna get smooshed.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
This next guy was told that goats were afraid of chickens, that they were eternal adversaries. So he put it to the test. Let's check it out.
Hello and welcome to round 25. This comment has over 5,700 likes and says that goats are scared of chickens. Let's see who's boss.
I'm not scared.
Ouch.
It's time for Dave's Detox.
Oh. Oh no! Oh, Diamond! Wow, thank you!
Come through this way. Yeah, you. Oh, there you go. You learned it. That's so cute. You're just a smart one, aren't you?
Oh, you baby.
Oh my God. Howling. Okay. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing? You funny old raven. It's a good boy. He likes that, don't you? You like that.
How are you even real? Like, look at that face. Look at that face.
Crying. No, he's crying.
Oh my God. Good job.
Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this Friday edition of The Dave Show. And to all those that subscribed, thank you very much. Listen, the best thing you could do is just tell everybody you know about The Dave Show so they can have all the goodness that you just experienced. All right, my friends, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.